Alright, this is the job that you will do for Vasco when you get to the swamp. She will probably be outside of her house. Just look for her. I think she's the only old woman there, so I guess she can't be too hard to find. But apparently a lot of the people in the village have been captured and forced to pick herbs for Salamander's drug trade back in Vizima. You do not have to do this mission before Jethro's quest. You can do those two in whatever order you like. When you finish one, it just points you towards the other, regardless. So you can do either one first or last, whatever.
I heard you're having problems.
Now, I actually kind of want someone to tell me this, but do I talk really softly, or is this game just really loud? Because I have to lower the volume on this game to almost nothing, just so I can come through fairly clearly on my speakers. And my speakers are not bad. They are actually very good. I notice from personal experience, like, I've come home and like no one's around, and I'll just blare like Death Clock or something, if anyone knows who they are, or like Nightwish, or some sort of heavy metal band that someone can think of that might replace those ones that they can't think of. Alright, so I'm showing you where the groups of people are, because I'm not going to record myself running through the swamp towards them. I'm not doing anything else in between those two areas. So I show you on the map where they are, just so you know where to go. You don't have to go to these groups in any order. This is just the order I decide to go to. Sorry. I start with the group by the sunken tower first. It's the closest to the village, and you don't have to go much. You don't really have to take much of a roundabout way if you do it the way I go about this. Like if you take my path, you probably take the shortest path to all three, especially since there's a third group inside of the swamp cave, and I spend a lot of time in that cave because I need to go all the way to the back of the cave like I did in the last chapter. Except what I did in the last chapter can't be done in this chapter, so what I did in this chapter could not have been done in the last chapter. So I couldn't have done what I do in the cave in this chapter in chapter 2. Which sucks because I don't like running through that cave. It kind of bugs me. It's more annoying than anything. Alright, the second group is at the lumberjacks clearing, I believe. They're very easy to kill. I mean, these groups of bandits shouldn't be any trouble. I mean, I'm not using any sort of healing potions, and I've probably lost about a quarter of my health so far. But when you're in the cave, you're probably going to get hurt a lot because I'm fighting a bunch of cockatrices. And sometimes when they fight you two or three at the same time, they can get pretty annoying. So,
what is Salamander doing in the swamp?
They're based at the former non-humans camp. You'd need an army to drive them out.
Thanks, I'll remember that.